daughters have got Alex for the day, so they've lent me this to play with. As you can tell from the lack of engine noise, it's actually an electric car. It's an EC4. So I thought I'd do myself a little video for it and tell you about my experiences, my first ever experience driving an electric car. I never knew the name of the road, but yes, there's somewhere for your clutch foot. There's a USB slot. There's 2 USB slots, so presumably 2 people can plug their phones in. You can argue about who plays what music. It's got dual zone climate control, so you don't have to argue about what temperature it is. It's so difficult not having a gear stick. Right, and switch off. And there we go. Parking brake applied. Oh, and the little glass thingy goes twizzle twizzle and puts itself down. So we'll film that later. There it is, an EC4. And because I'm more than a metre away from it, it's actually locked itself. If I go closer, it will unlock itself without any interference from me. This is really a bit spooky. Yes, it's unlocking itself. And it's locked itself again. Yeah, this is the trouble with automatic stuff. But yeah, very elegant car, I'm sure. The spoiler actually bisects your rear view, so this bit here is glass as well, and you can see through it. And it's unlocked itself, and now it's locked itself again. This is completely and utterly daft, but there you go. And it's got a rear fog light down the bottom, and yes, there you go. Parking sensors, rear view camera, all the rest of it. Yes, it's currently locked, so yes. I'm actually going to unlock it using the key. And we'll get in and tell you about it. And please excuse the backpack. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, that is a big problem actually. There is a sill, and it is actually very high. I know that if I had this car, I'd be kicking the rubbers off. Okay, so let's press the button. Foot on brake, press the button, and lo and behold, the seats are some sort of, well, sort of velour with leather facings. There's somewhere to put your phone, and underneath it, what have we got? Oh, we've got a parking ticket. Not a parking ticket, parking thingy. You've got this is the gear lever. I can't quite believe that is the gear lever, and you use this to move it between gears. So you put your foot down. Oh, it's in park. No. This is a puzzle. That's taken the parking brake off, which I didn't actually necessarily need to do. That's back on. Okay. It's telling me nothing there. I'm in the 30-mile-an-hour limit. It's telling me I can go to Lancing College or to home. Okay. Let's try and fathom out what I've done wrong. Let's actually get the key out. Turn the vehicle off before exiting. Okay. To start the engine, press the brake pedal and press start. Okay. Goodness me. Now there's a bit of a... So, shut the door. Walk away. And it goes squeak squeak. Tucks in its little ears. So we walk back towards it. Let it unlock itself. There we go. Nice comfortable seats. Masses of room in the back. It's a bit sort of dark.
It's the wild colour scheme that freaks me. I mean, when you try and operate one of these weird black controls which are labelled in black on a black background, a small black light lights up black to let you know you've done it.
No idea how you get in the boot. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's a useful place to store stuff for the garage. And lot of space, but not a huge amount because it's taken up by not by cardboard boxes. Oh, I see. So there's it's a false floor, and then underneath that you've got the spare wheel. Okay. Goodness me, this is a voyage of discovery. There's no little button to say it will close for you. Don't know if that's shut, but it looks shut. Right, okay. Let's get in and see if I can actually make it drive. Oh, that's the problem. The cross member here is a lot higher than what the seat is mounted on. Right, okay. Let's see if we can actually foot on brake, switch it on. Oh, and there we go. Oh, and there we go. And we put it into drive. And you take your foot off the brake, gently touch the accelerator. Oh, it's saying there's a door open. This is my door. No, it's still saying there's a door open. Well, try again. Foot on brake, press start. Ready, hit drive, indicate, go and turn round. I like this heads up thing because you can actually look at the screen without taking your eyes much off the road. You can certainly observe if there's any danger. Car in front of you suddenly decides to stop and have a picnic. Press OK. OK, it will keep me at 50 and this distance from the car in front, which again is a bit spooky. Ah, it has a camera. It has noticed the car in front actually showed its brake lights. Yes, because yeah, it's taken down from 40 50 to 43, and Honda dealer on the left, and we're not maintaining the same speed from the car in front. Interesting. It's only just noticed. It's got an idea about it, the distance it wants to stay from the car in front. Probably based on braking distance and what it thinks the road is doing. Yeah, adaptive cruise control. Yeah, okay. I get it. I could probably get used to it, but I'm not sure I like it. It's very noticeable, this adaptive cruise control. Basically, I suppose it means you can use cruise control in places where you can't use cruise control unless it's 30. Now into a change of speed zone. I wonder if it will notice. So it hasn't noticed immediately. Goodness me, what are they building there? 60. Okay. So we're in eco mode. It will now accelerate quite hard. Very hard, actually, to 60 miles an hour. Sheesh. Okay. This is really rather too fast for this road. That's the danger of these automated systems. Yes, it didn't half go for it. It's asking me if I want to go back to doing 60, which is actually, yes, it's a good cruising speed, but there's a roundabout in the way, so let's go back screen to home, to navigation. It's still doing it in night mode, which is most interesting. Now we're off the roundabout. I can press that and oddly, on the main road, that wasn't such hard acceleration. Now that is curious. There you go. I think I would be worried about using this so much because it'd be too tempting to just lose focus entirely. Yeah, I can't do a rear wash wipe test because there is no rear wash wipe. Oh, now that's interesting because mostly they do 5 wipes when you've stopped squirting the windscreen. This one, to save power obviously, only did 2. And there is the smallest triangle of doom you ever did see. It's approximately 1 centimetre long. But it's a triangle of doom. Sorry, Ian. Yeah, there's a display screen which is showing all sorts. It's also showing me Tadley, McDonald's in London Road, Ashford, Lancing College. I haven't a clue why it's showing me all those. Yeah, funny that in eco mode it changes the roundabout navigation sign on the little glass screen from blue to red. No idea why.
In a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Charles Purley Way, Felpham Relief Road.
I wonder who Charles Purley was. Do you follow the Charles Purley Way? It's yes. I will say this actually, having driven, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour journey, it hasn't actually affected my back badly, and the sciatic nerve is not revolting, which in some cars, which really hug your legs, yeah, you don't, bad news basically. This is why I have a cushion in most cars. See how it handles speed humps firmly. I'm doing 20. Honestly cannot say, but even doing 20 over these speed humps is actually pleasant. Yeah, it's comfortable enough. It's not as comfortable as Sid. Yeah, I would consider having one. I really would. The main problem being range, and charging points, basically. The up and down challenge, the 24-hour driving thing, the electric came bottom, not because of range, but because of charging points. They had huge problems trying to find one charging point that worked or would actually talk to the car. So yeah, I've had the car for a morning. I'm very, very happy. I'd be quite happy to have this. Certainly very happy for roundabout. But of course, it's not. Really, is not zero emissions, because all you're doing is you're moving the emissions from the tailpipe to the generating station, and unless that's solar powered, on 90% now, it's got a range of about 200 miles, this car. I imagine
in a quarter of a mile,
more.
at Bridge Road roundabout, take the third exit onto Bridge Road, A259.
I imagine it'd be more if you didn't have the heating on, but I'm afraid I've got used to such effete luxuries as heating in the winter. It's telling me the range is 201 miles. That's actually pretty good, and it's more than enough for normal use, but I mean, for going on holiday, and that's one reason why I'd buy a car of this size, it would be a little bit limiting. Oh my word, somebody's gone straight up the roundabout. Straight over a curb, and yes, okay, yes. Pity I haven't got a picture of that, so we might come back and do that. Yeah, we'll take it to 70 because I'm just about to hand the car back. Be interesting to see how it reacts to Hammerpot Hill. Well, doing Hammerpot Hill at 70 took 1% off the battery charge. Range now of 170 miles, having done half a mile. Yeah. It's quite nippy. I'm barely pressing the accelerator.
In a quarter of a mile, at Roundstone roundabout, take the third exit onto Roundstone Bypass Road, A259.
Oh, I don't like that. It's steering me. It's got that blessed lane departure nonsense. It actually turned the steering wheel under my hands. Yeah, I like the automaticness of it, but there are some things. There are limits, car, Everything behind me thinks I don't get fast enough, fast enough. There's another thing I'm not that keen on, and that's this little flashing light on the mirror, which is orange, and just next to the side repeater light, which is orange. Besides which, there's the problem of the rare earths that they have to excavate to make the batteries. Yeah. And also the fact that these cars are really quite a lot heavier than an ordinary car because of the weight of the battery. At least it doesn't beep at you if you're going above the speed limit. That would be the last straw. I was doing a very naughty 34 along that bit. Well, an indicated 34, I don't know how accurate that is. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. Coming up towards Chichester, the town that was founded by stammering Romans.